Okay, let's dive into this. Every single day, we're constantly marveling at massive artificial intelligence models capable of generating complex code, photorealistic images, and nuanced text in literally just seconds. But today, we're unpacking a really fascinating explainer based on an analysis called Codatta, reclaiming the value of human data. This source text completely exposes the hidden and honestly widely misunderstood relationship between those towering AI models and the everyday human data that actually powers them.
Your data built the AI models you use every day. I want you to really think about that for a second. Every prompt you type, every photo you upload, every little digital footprint you leave behind across the internet, it all has a second life. The personal stakes outlined here are absolutely massive, because we aren't just passive consumers of AI tech anymore. According to the research, we are its unknowing architects. Every interaction you have trains the model, making it smarter, faster, and way more capable.
Section 1. Your data built AI, the unseen foundation. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is, at first glance, this list seems kind of mundane, right? Blogs, books, images, code. But tech companies are quietly hoovering up these specific, tangible examples of your work at an unprecedented scale. We're talking about weekend coding projects uploaded to GitHub, professional photography portfolios, forum discussions, and deeply personal written thoughts just being scraped right off the web. They're absorbing petabytes of human output, repackaging the nuances of human creativity and logic, and using it as the absolute raw fuel for their complex neural networks. Without this constant stream of human generation, these AI models would completely stagnate.
And here is the truly chilling assertion. You will never trace it, you will never own it, and you will never profit from it. When your data is absorbed into these vast datasets, it is anonymized and blended into billions of other data points. The original white paper argues an absolutely crucial point here. This untraceable, unowned dynamic isn't just a glitch in how AI training works. It isn't a mistake, and it's definitely not an oversight. It's by design. It is the exact, intentional blueprint of how these systems were built to operate, designed specifically to absorb information at a massive scale without leaving a single breadcrumb back to the original creator.
Section 2. Zero attribution, zero compensation. The current model.
Zero. Absolutely nothing. That is the exact amount of attribution and the exact amount of compensation creators currently receive for their contributions. There is a severe structural disconnect between the immense value human beings generate for these networks and the reward they're given in return. Think about the billions of dollars of valuation placed on these AI platforms. That entire valuation is built on a foundation of completely uncompensated data gathering.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive economic imbalance we're looking at. Tech companies are feeding human work into systems of unimaginable scale and wealth, trillion-parameter models that require massive data centers to even run. Yet the original creators of that foundational work remain completely uncompensated and totally unrecognized. It's a stark contrast to finding the economics of modern AI, the centralization of capital and capability on one end, built entirely upon the distributed free labor of human creators on the other.
Section 3. The Codatta infrastructure, a proposed solution.
So what's the fix? Well, Codatta proposes a fundamental rewiring of the system, defining itself as an infrastructure where data ownership and payment actually work. Now, they aren't trying to halt AI progress or shut down the development of large language models. No way. Instead, they want to integrate the basic concepts of owning what you create into the functional, everyday reality of the internet. The goal is to build a new layer over our digital interactions that turns data from a free, endlessly exploitable resource into a tracked, monetizable asset for the individual.
Let's move to and see how this builds out technically. To make this happen, the infrastructure relies on three technical pillars working seamlessly together. First, verifiable provenance on-chain. Think of this as a permanent, unforgeable digital receipt baked directly into the architecture of the internet, creating time-stamped proof that you created a specific piece of data. Second, contributor wallets. This isn't just a typical bank account. It's a secure digital space to hold those receipts, manage your digital legacy, and securely receive funds. Finally, smart contracts. These are self-executing lines of code that completely remove the middleman. Instead of waiting for a platform to decide if and when to pay you, the smart contract automatically routes royalties right back to your wallet the exact second your data is utilized by an AI model. It's an automated, trustless sequence designed to guarantee payment.
Section 4. Reclaiming your data's value, ensuring creators benefit.
Because the underlying truth here is that the internet already knows your data has value. That's an established, undeniable fact. Otherwise, those trillion parameter models wouldn't be built entirely on top of it. The value is obviously there, but the plumbing is broken. Codatta's specific driving purpose is to fix that underlying plumbing so that the massive value generated by human data is reliably and automatically directed right back to the actual creators, rather than being trapped entirely at the top of the tech ecosystem.
The internet knows your data has value. Will you be the one who profits? It's a provocative question that challenges the entire status quo of our digital age, and it's something you should carefully consider every single time you create, publish, or share online. Thanks for exploring this explainer with me, and as always, keep learning.